Alright, y'all, so let's get into Sun and Gemini. So what does the Sun represent? The Sun represents the conscious awareness, the light that you see with. So based on that conscious awareness, that's how you take action accordingly. So the day you was born, that's the awareness and the light that you will be portrayed as, and you will consciously see in that light and take action accordingly. And people can see that on you, and it's just an awareness, a light that you can emit, and people can catch that. And if they're into astrology, they can even guess your zodiac sign or whatever. So for the Sun sign Geminis, your action is based on thinking first. So how you're consciously aware of as an air sign, being mutable, you're gonna think about different perspectives and dualities, and be analytical and see many different perspectives within those perspectives. So your action is based on thinking, and then you express it. So for fire signs, they're all about the expressions. They're all about they're visionaries. They see the passions and the vitality within people. So they are like the foresight. They want to see what's in the future. They want to get ahead. For the water signs, they are the fillers. They're all about the emotions. They feel vibrations, and they're all about the emotional vibrational states of beings, and just understanding people's emotions and vibrations and interactions and body language type shit. See, body language goes with different ways, thinking, and emotional based. And there's a lot of different ways how to go about that. And for the earth signs, they internalize and make things practical so it can make sense. So they're also thinking, but instead of just thinking, they have to make sense of it and be practical. So for the air signs in general, they're all about the thinking and the communication. With the Sun and Gemini is all about the thinking, the thoughts, the ideas, the concepts, the duality, multiple train of thoughts, perspectives, just a million voices in your head. So Geminis can be crazy because they're always thinking about thinking, and they're having ideas on top of ideas. And you can say something to a Gemini, and they will automatically think, oh, this person is thinking this way because this is what people do. And this goes with everything. They already know the generalization of how people think. And it's like they can get stuck in that type of thought process if they're always thinking about the outside point of view, and always thinking about, oh, this is just how people think. and they might forget the point, and just act normal accordingly, and just have a normal conversation, or thought process. But this is what Geminis do. They always thinking, and just concepts on top of concepts and ideas. And because it's ruled by Mercury. Mercury is all about the analytical and the thinking and the communication. So they have a million thoughts running through their heads about one thing, one topic, one person, one, whatever it is. So this can make a Gemini, forgetful, not catered to a lot of things outside of them, because they have a lot of things to have to worry about, because they have so many thoughts running through their heads. And they might not care. It's not that they might not care about your emotions, it's because they have a lot of thoughts to deal with, and they can externalize and internalize a lot of situations within them. And that's the thing with Gemini and multiple personalities, in which they say duality, because they have multiple train of thoughts and ideas. And this can weigh heavy on a Gemini's mind if they're always constantly thinking. And they might not even communicate all of those thoughts, because they know it won't make sense. It's not something that they don't care about to express or communicate, because they know they just have those thoughts, because it's just what Geminis do. And you know what I mean if you're a Gemini. So yeah, you need to learn how to calm those thoughts, and not always. It's not a bad thing, it's a superpower. I get it. But sometimes those train of thoughts can lead to overthinking, and that overthinking can make you stressful. And you might overthink about things that never even happened, and you thought of those things for no reason, and it could lead to situations where you overthink something, and it just you couldn't benefit out of that situation because you overthink. And you should have just let it be, or just made it simple. I hope I'm saying it in the most correct way possible, but I hope you know what I mean by that. Overthinking can lead to bad situations, but you just need to know yourself, and you just need to know the situation. And with astrology, you can benefit from knowing thyself, and just taking care of yourself, basically. So it's ruled by Mercury, which Mercury is exalted in Virgo. So Virgos are the ones that internalize their thoughts. They have to make sense of their thoughts, so they have to think about if this is something that will make sense for it to present and communicate. As for a Gemini, they don't even think to feel about communicating. They just communicate it, even if it doesn't make sense, because it deals with the generalization of communication. The surroundings, the local, the pinpointing and analyzing everything, and just communicating it. Virgos, they internalize it. They have to think about if this is something that makes sense, and then they present it and communicate it. For Gemini, they just communicate it just to communicate, because they have dual personalities, and they just they have a million thoughts running through their heads. And this is what Geminis do. This is just their zodiac trait. This is how it's able to master itself, and other ways of how to analyze and just pinpoint different types of perspectives and communication. And this is how they externalize. And there's a lot of ways we can learn from Geminis and their ability to expand their analytical awareness. And and I'm gonna just leave it at that. See ya.